Hello, this is Hammer, and this is, I believe, to be an important part in the Body Like Bruce series, because this particular book it's 10 scrolls over a period of 12 months, one for each month of the year, that will help you to rid yourself of bad habits by replacing them with good habits. Lead you to success if you do it every day, 3 times a day, once in the morning, once midday, and once at night, but you speak it aloud before you go to bed. Okay, so you do it for 30 to 31 days each month, and if you complete it, which I have not yet done, I've tried for years and years to complete it, but I've just procrastinated, forgot about it, couldn't find it. I just recently found it, and it's like pretty tatty. It's got no cover anymore. That's how badly I've treated it. The Legend of the 10 Scrolls from the Greatest Salesman in the World by Dino. I just had a look at a YouTube video of it, supposedly a full review of it, and they're missing the introduction to it. Okay, the preface, if that's what you call it, is with the Dianetics Science of Mental Health book. They've missed out the important note. Okay, I don't know why people miss it out. When I think it's very valuable. It's important to understand the rest of the book. Okay, I'm going to read from page. I can't really read that down the bottom. Yeah, from the book. The Legend of the 10 Scrolls from the Greatest Salesman in the World. Once upon a time, nearly 2,000 years ago, a young camel boy named Hafid fell in love with a wealthy merchant's daughter. To improve his lowly station in life, in order that he could ask for the fair leash's hand in marriage, Hafid convinced his master, the great caravan merchant Pathros, to give him an opportunity to prove his ability as a salesman. From the caravan supply wagon, Pathros presented the youth with one new robe, which he challenged him to sell in the nearby village of Bethlehem. For 3 days in that poor hamlet, Hafid failed in his every attempt to sell the robe, and finally, in a moment of pity, he gave the robe to warm a newborn baby in a cave near the village inn. The young man returned to the caravan so full of shame and self-pity with his failure at becoming a salesman that he did not notice the bright star shining above his head, which accompanied him on his return journey from Bethlehem. But Pathros noticed, and the old man interpreted the brightness above as a sign from the gods, a sign he had been awaiting for many years, a sign which would release him from his secret possession of the 10 great scrolls for success, which he had received when he had also been a poor youth. The old merchant, before his death, presented the 10 scrolls to Hafid, who employed their principles to eventually become the wealthiest, the most successful, the greatest salesman in the world. Several decades later, Hafid passed the 10 scrolls on to a very special person. Now, you hold them in your hands. Well, you're hearing them. Okay, you might better get hold of the book from a second-hand shop somewhere. Okay, and then you'll be holding them in your hands. But add a little humour there. And in this book, you will be taught how to read them and how to apply your wisdom to your own life, plus how to chart your day-to-day progress with your own success recorder, so that you can achieve lasting wealth, health, happiness, and most important, peace of mind. Chapter 1. Before you and I become involved in the 10 great scrolls for success, let's have a heart-to-heart talk. I'll talk, you listen. The money spent on this book has been wasted. Whether someone who cares for you, who wants you to make it big, who perhaps even loves you, gave you the greatest secret in the world, or whether you purchased it yourself, the money has been wasted. The money has been wasted unless you are willing to accept and try a plan which has already worked for thousands of others. The money has been wasted unless you have the guts, the persistence, and the willpower to follow the plan through to its fruition. That money has been wasted unless you are willing to give the plan just 10 minutes of your time each day of your work week for 45 weeks. If I were a Nick the Greek type odds maker, I'd say the odds were about 75 to 1 against your letting the system for doubling or tripling your income within a year help you as much as it can. But I'm different, you remind me. Really? If you made any New Year's resolutions last January 1st, how long did you keep them? What about those excess pounds you were going to lose, or those cigarettes you were going to quit using, or that second drink you were going to stop having? How long are you going to keep kidding yourself? Perhaps you really do have a burning desire to succeed. Perhaps the added responsibility of marriage or parenthood, or the desire for a new home, even a new car, or a mounting pile of debts have forced you to come to terms with yourself and acknowledge that the solution for all your needs and desires is really dependent on no one but you. But a burning desire to succeed is not enough. As the executive editor of Success Unlimited, a magazine devoted to helping individuals improve their business and personal life, I, Og Medina, long ago recognized the fact that there are two types of burning desire, and one type is phony and hypocritical. This phony type of burning desire is found in the person who is constantly telling his wife, his boss, and worst of all, himself, that he really wants to succeed. He reads all these self-help books published, and he gets his kicks from reading about others succeeding, just as there are individuals who get their kicks from reading pornographic books. Unfortunately for our friends who read either type of these books, they never get into action. They live their lives vicariously through their imagined participation in the lives and activities of others. Tomorrow, to this type of dreaming, will be a great day. Tomorrow never comes. If I have struck a little nerve within you, don't be concerned. Let me wipe that frown from your brow by assuring you that all of us possess some of that phony kind of burning desire. We make promises to others, promises that we know we can't keep, in order to get our boss off of or our wife off of our backs, little realizing the harm we are doing to our own personality, because we know we're lying. Today is the day you wipe that slate clean. No more phony promises, no more great plans in the evening which vanish when the sun rises, no more kidding yourself. As you move day by day through the simple success program, you will slowly come to realize one important truth. You are nature's greatest miracle. Just to duplicate the computer you possess, called a brain, would require sufficient electronic equipment to fill the entire interior of the Empire State Building. You are rare and unique and the ultimate product of several million years of evolution. Both in mind and body, you are far better equipped than Solomon or Caesar or Plato to make something beautiful and meaningful of your life. You have a greater potential than anyone who has ever lived before you. But you'll never make it by sitting on your duff, or sitting on your butt, and telling the world how great you're going to be starting tomorrow. Sooner or later, that friendly bill collector or landlord will shake his head at your promises. Sooner or later, credit runs out. Sooner or later, you put up or shut up. This book will show you how to put up if you will give it a chance to work for you. The Greatest Salesman in the World, the book from which this guide was developed, has been a publishing phenomenon since its first edition in 1968. Few books, especially books on salesmanship, ever attain hardcover sales of 250,000 copies, and neither the author nor its publisher dared to imagine that a small volume about a salesman living in the time of Christ would be met with the enthusiastic reception that it has enjoyed. Even more amazing, sales have increased each year since its publication. Executives responsible for the supervision of sales groups throughout the country quickly recognized the potential impact of the greatest salesman in the world as a motivational tool. Soon after its publication, one firm purchased 80,000 copies. Copies have been purchased in volume by several hundred firms and sales organizations, including such corporate giants as Coca-Cola, Amway Corporation, Combined Insurance Company of America, Kraft Foods, Success Motivation Institute, P-A-R-K-E, Davis and Company, Sperry Hutchinson, Volkswagen, Valley Steel Company, Genesco, Stanley Home Products, Norton International, Southwestern Company, Stratford Squire International, American General Insurance Company of Delaware, Steamatic Life Insurance of Kentucky, and Steak and Ale Restaurants of America Incorporated. Soon after publication, both the author and publisher received another pleasant surprise. The Greatest Salesman in the World, written primarily for salespeople, had somehow filtered far beyond its intended market. Letters seeking more information about the scrolls began to arrive from individuals and organizations representing such widely diversified groups as an artist colony, prison heads concerned with rehabilitation, management consultants, politicians, college professors, armed forces personnel, medical profession, students, professional athletes, even a national centre for brain damaged children. One salesman, after purchasing a gun to end his life because he had taken company funds, wrote that the book saved his life. He went to his firm, confessed his mistakes, made restitution, and was given another chance. Many wrote that the book's title was misleading. The Greatest Salesman in the World sounded like a salesman's book, whereas it was a book for anyone searching for his or her niche in life. The book became and still is a popular gift item. Sales managers to the salesmen, parents to the children, wives to husbands who are still struggling. Hopefully, with my name dropping of all these corporations and the other examples cited in the past few paragraphs, I, Bendino, have sold you on the fact that you are not holding just another how-to sales book loaded with complicated theories, charts, and selling techniques that look and sound terrific, but won't do much for you tomorrow or next week. Each success scroll will be beneficial to you, no matter what your profession may be, providing you make one sincere promise to yourself, that you will give it just 10 minutes of your time each work day for the next 45 weeks. 10 minutes, about the time it takes you to shower each day. Is that too much to ask to double or triple your income in the next 10 months? When have you ever had a deal like this before? Now, I'm not going to ask you what you want from life. I'm not sure you could answer me, and I'm not going to ask you to list your assets as they are now and then make a second list showing what you'd like them to be a year from now, 5 years from now, and so on. We don't need to go through all that pipe dream success bookkeeping you find in most self-help books. All we need to know are 4 facts. What is your job title? And what is your weekly income today? Plus, what would you like your job title to be? And what do you want to be earning 45 weeks from now when you complete your success recording? So, on a piece of paper, which I want you to keep in the privacy of your home, I'd like you to write a memo to yourself. 2. This is the example. 2. John Smith. date it. My present job title is blah 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 blah. My present weekly income is blah 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 blah. My job title 45 weeks from now will be blah blah blah. My weekly income 45 weeks from now will be dot 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 dot. That's all. Sign it and tuck it away. Yeah, just fill in the blanks on a sheet of paper and tuck it away somewhere. Keep it outside everybody else because it's private. That's all. Sign it and tuck it away. Don't even discuss it with anyone except perhaps your wife. Do it now, right now. Procrastination is one of your habits we can't start working on any too soon. Why didn't I ask you for a long list of the things you wanted to achieve and acquire in the next 10 months? Things like a new home, perhaps, or the beginning of a college fund for your children, or maybe that movie camera with a 10:1 zoom lens you've wanted for so long, because it wasn't necessary. If you have improved your job title and your weekly income as much as I think you've indicated on that private memo to yourself, then all the material things you want will begin to come your way. Any long list of your dreams is unnecessary. You know what you want, and your success recorded diary will help keep you on the right course. Chapter 2. You can begin your success recorder on any Monday. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Today's Sunday, I'm going to start it fresh on Monday. During the year, you can begin your success recorder on any Monday during the year. But once you commence, you must not let anything except a serious illness prevent you from following through each day. One exception: if a vacation is on your schedule while you're working on this program, go off and enjoy yourself. Then, on your first day back at work, just pick up where you left off. You are about to read the first great scroll for success. This scroll contains the instructions on how and when you are to read the scrolls that follow. Read this scroll several times during the week end prior to the Monday you begin this program. Warning: don't let the simplicity of the scroll's instruction turn you off. Simplicity is the keynote of success in any endeavour. Remember, Vince Lombardi and his uncomplicated game plans, relying on basic fundamentals and the minimum of plays. Remember the letters K.I.S.S. Keep it simple, stupid. You are about to learn how to tangle with the worst enemy you have, your bad habits. The scroll marked 1 contains the secret for getting rid of them. Read slowly, read with a pen or pencil in your hand, if you like, and underline ideas which you feel are most meaningful and relevant to you. As you proceed, you will discover that you have company. Me. I'll be with you all the way. Okay. So that's the part that's been left out of all these so-called full reviews, right? Audio books, whatever, of this book, The 10 Scrolls from the Greatest Salesman in the World by Old Bandana. Okay. You heard it here, folks. Okay, here's that scroll he was talking about, the scroll marked 1, that you should read 3 times a day, and the third time at night, in the evening, out loud, before you retire to bed, right? Okay. Today I begin a new life. Today I shed my old skin, which hath too long suffered the bruises of failure and the wounds of mediocrity. Today I am born anew, and my birthplace is a vineyard where there is fruit for all. Today I will pluck grapes of wisdom from the tallest and fullest vines in the vineyard, for these were planted by the wisest of my profession, who have come before me generation upon generation. Today I will savour the taste of grapes on these vines, and verily I will swallow the seed of success. Buried in each, a new life will sprout within me. The career I have chosen is laden with opportunity, yet it is fraught with heartbreak and despair, and the bodies of those who have failed, were they piled one on top of another, would cast a shadow down upon all the pyramids of the earth. Yet I will not fail. as the others. For in my hands I now hold the charts, which will guide me through perilous waters to shores which only yesterday seemed but a dream. Failure will no longer be my payment for my struggle. Just as nature made no provision for my body to tolerate pain, neither has it made any provision for my life to suffer failure. Failure, like pain, is alien to my life. In the past I accepted it as I accepted pain. Now I reject it, and I am prepared for wisdom and principles which will guide me out of the shadows into the sunlight of wealth, position, and happiness, far beyond my most extravagant dreams, until even the golden apples in the garden of Hesperides will seem no more than my just reward. Time teaches all things to he who lives forever, but I have not the luxury of eternity. Yet within my allotted time I must practice the art of patience with nature, acts never in haste. To create the olive tree, the olive, king of all trees, 100 years is required. An onion plant is old in 9 weeks. I have lived as an onion plant. It has not pleased me. Now I would become the greatest of olive trees, and in truth the greatest of salesmen. And how will this be accomplished? For I have neither the knowledge nor the experience to achieve greatness, and already I have stumbled in ignorance and fallen into pools of self-pity. The answer is simple. I will commence my journey unencumbered with either the weight of unnecessary knowledge or the handicap of meaningless experience. Nature already has supplied me with knowledge and instinct far greater than any beast in the forest, and the value of experience is overrated, usually by old men who not wisely speak stupidly. In truth, experience teaches thoroughly, yet her course of instruction devours men's years, so the value of her lessons diminishes with the time necessary to acquire her special wisdom. The end finds it wasted on dead men. Furthermore, experience is comparable to fashion. An action that proves successful today will be unworkable and impractical tomorrow. Only principles endure, and these I now possess. For the laws that will lead me to greatness are contained in the words of these scrolls. What they will teach me is more to prevent failure than to gain success. For what is success other than a state of mind? Which two, among 1,000 wise men, will define success in the same words? Yet failure is always described in one way. Failure is man's inability to reach his goals in life, whatever they may be. In truth, the only difference between those who have failed and those who have succeeded lies in the differences of their habits. Good habits are the key to all success. Bad habits are the unlocked door to failure. Thus, the first law I will obey, which precedeth all others, is I will form good habits and become their slave. As a child I was slave to my impulses. Now I am slave to my habits, as are all grown men. I have surrendered my free will to the years of accumulated habits, and the past deeds of my life have already marked out a path which threatens to imprison my future. My actions are ruled by appetite, passion, prejudice, greed, love, fear, environment, habit, and the worst of these tyrants is habit. Therefore, if I must be a slave to habit, let me be a slave to good habits. My bad habits must be destroyed and new furrows prepared for good seed. I will form good habits and become their slave. And how will I accomplish this difficult feat? Through these scrolls it will be done, for each scroll contains a principle which will drive a bad habit from my life and replace it with one which will bring me closer to success. For it is another of nature's laws that only a habit can subdue another habit. So in order for these written words to perform their chosen task, I must discipline myself with the first of my new habits, which is as follows. I will read each scroll for 30 days in this prescribed manner before I proceed to the next scroll. First, I will read the words in silence when I arise. Then I will read the words in silence after I have partaken of my midday meal. Last, I will read the words again just before I retire at day's end, and most important, on this occasion, I will read the words aloud. On the next day, I will repeat this procedure, and I will continue in like manner for 30 days. Then, I will turn to the next scroll and repeat this procedure for another 30 days. I will continue in this manner until I have lived with each scroll for 30 days and my reading has become habit. And what will be accomplished with this habit? Herein lies the hidden secret of all men's accomplishments. As I repeat the words daily, they will soon become a part of my active mind, but more important, they will also seep into my other mind, that mysterious source which never sleeps, which creates my dreams and often makes me act in ways I do not comprehend. As the words of these scrolls are consumed by my mysterious mind, I will begin to awake each morning with a vitality I have never known before. My vigour will increase, my enthusiasm will rise, my desire to meet the world will overcome every fear I once knew at sunrise, and I will be happier than I ever believed it possible to be in this world of strife and sorrow. Eventually, I will find myself reacting to all situations which confront me as I was commanded in the scrolls to react, and soon these actions and reactions will become easy to perform, for any act with practice becomes easy. Thus, a new and good habit is born. For when an act becomes easy through constant repetition, it becomes a pleasure to perform. And if it is a pleasure to perform, it is man's nature to perform it often. When I perform it often, it becomes a habit, and I become a slave. And since it is a good habit, this is my will. Today, I begin a new life, and I make a solemn oath to myself that nothing will retard my new life's growth. I will lose not a day from these readings, for that day cannot be retrieved, nor can I substitute another for it. I will not break this habit of daily reading from these scrolls, and in truth, the few moments spent each day on this new habit are but a small price to pay for the happiness and success that will be mine. As I read and reread the words in these scrolls to follow, never will I allow the brevity of each scroll or the simplicity of its words to cause me to treat the scroll's message lightly. Thousands of grapes are pressed to fill one jar with wine, and the grapes' skin and pulp are tossed to the birds. So it is with these grapes of wisdom from the ages. Much has been filtered and tossed to the wind. Only the pure truth lies distilled in the words to come. I will drink as instructed and spill not one drop, and the seed of success I will swallow. Today my old skin has become as dust. I will walk tall among men, and they will know me not, for today I am a new man with a new life. Okay, so that's the end of that scroll. Then go on to scroll 2 until you've done this for 30 days, 3 times a day for 30 days. Then move on to the next scroll. Well, the month might be 31, so you've got an extra day to do it. Okay, so make it a habit. When you get up in the morning, you can alternate with the way like Bruce method, right? But I suggest that you get a diary or personal journal, look it up, whatever, put it away somewhere no one else can perv at it. Keep it safe. Use Mike Littman's Success 6. Write down 6 things you must do the next day. Okay, and like 1 to 5 is what you must do, and number 6 is optional because I use it as task of the day. So if I can't do that task, when I obviously didn't complete it, I didn't go out and do it for a different reason. Maybe it's too wet or whatever. Something else came up. So that's optional, right? But usually I try to do number 6. Okay, so you could possibly put it in this order, like this, right? When you wake up in the morning, do the Dan and Santo, do the rewire your brain method. Like go into the bathroom, relieve yourself, comb your hair, have a shave, brush your teeth, put on some antiperspirant, have a shower. If you're a female, put on your makeup, whatever. Yeah. And then come back to your room and do Dan and Santo pent up tension releases. Okay, get that because you build up the tension while you sleep at night, right? So you release yourself of that pent up tension, and then probably do some light isometrics, like hypertension isometrics or something similar, right? You choose, and then maybe do some yogic breathing or deep breathing. Have a little break, maybe go have some breakfast if you have breakfast, and read the scroll, while you're having breakfast, or maybe before that, and then go have breakfast. Okay, and then just tick off each task that you've completed, right? And then before you go to bed the next night, write in your journal the 6 things that you must do the next day, and you just keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it until it becomes a habit. Okay, Just keep writing it down, and that way you'll get things done, because they're must-dos. Okay, that's the whole idea, concept of Mike Littman's Success 6 that I sort of adopted and adapted. Yeah, it comes from one of his other programs, actually. Yeah, it stems from that. So yeah, okay, this is quite long. It's quite a long scroll, and some people might go, oh my gosh, that's too damn long. You know, it's about 20-30 minutes reading. Okay, yeah, sure, it's quite long. But yeah, think of the benefits. Like, you know, you're looking at it and thinking, oh, making excuses. You know, try to see the future benefits of it. You know, the result. The first step is to start to a journey, right? So you got to take the next step, and the next step, and the next step. Right? Don't just like take a little step and think, oh gosh, you know, and make an excuse and give up. You know, persevere. Okay. Yeah. So there's heaps more here, heaps of scrolls here. I'm going through this slowly, so you can, you know, if you don't have the book, then maybe you can turn the sound off so you don't hear my voice, and just read the book. You know, scroll through it, pause it, scroll through the video, and then pause it through the first bit, right? Okay, and then go to the next bit, pause it. You know what I mean? Yeah. See, yeah, because it might be a hard book to get hold of these days. You might find it in a second-hand shop. You might not. You could probably buy it on Amazon or some second-hand bookshop. You know, for about $20-30. Jeez. Okay, so that's that scroll completed, right? I'll slow it down for you so you can pause it. Pause the video and read it for yourself each day if you can't get hold of the book. Okay, if it's too wide and you can't see it, I'll just do it again. I'll adjust it to say 125, maybe 150. Yeah, it might be better for you, just in case it came out too big, for your screen. Okay, you can go and get this PDF free online. You go to 10 Scrolls. If you like, or you can watch it from your screen. It's completely up to you. So you have a copy of those 10 Scrolls. Okay, I only just bought the beginning spiel because I felt that, to really get a grasp of what the book was about. The so-called full previews, audio books, needed to include that to fully grasp and fully understand what the writer was trying to get across to his potential readers. Okay, so if you like this, please subscribe to my channel and add your comments, your reviews or questions. You might want the second scroll next month or something like that. If you can't, for some reason you can't download this free PDF or for whatever other reason, we prefer to watch it through a video. I don't know, it's completely up to you how you do it. Yeah, I'll do the second part for you if you want. Just ask me in the comments and I will do that for you for whatever reason you have. I don't really need to know it, but just request it and I'll do it. Okay, yeah, so if you like this video that I've presented you, please subscribe below and leave your comments, any questions, and give us a thumbs up. That would be great, to show that people are actually interested in that. Okay, so have a nice day and all the best in your success. Hopefully these scrolls will help you. You do it every day. You be diligent and you do it every day. And then a year from now, you'll be like, driving that Lamborghini, having that hot girlfriend, whatever your desires are. Yeah, and I can afford you. Okay, we'll catch you on the next video.